Hey guys, it's Steve. So I have a new toy in my arsenal. It's the Cookshack Smokette Elite Electric Smoker. So we're going to do a review of it. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this new little electric smoker. So this is the Cookshack Smokette Elite, the 025 model, and it's constructed of double-walled stainless steel walls, and those are insulated with 850 degree spin glass fiberglass board. So they claim on their website that when this thing is cranking, that it really doesn't get hot at all on the outsides. It has a 750 watt heating element that provides a cooking range of 140 degrees to 300 degrees. And what we'll do is take a look at the inside here in a second, but this literally took me less than 5 minutes to assemble. The cooker came completely constructed like that, and then all I had to do was just install the 4 casters down below. I flipped it on its side and just installed those. It took me about 2 minutes. And then the electrical box up top that controls the pit temp, that just basically had 8 screws. So I just screwed that right on. There's a couple electrical connectors in there, and that was it. So again, it took less than 5 minutes, and we'll go ahead and pop the latch off here. You can see how heavy duty this latch is. It just comes down just like this and then just locks on there, so it's an incredibly tight, snug fit. You just pop that off, and this is what the inside looks like. Let me make sure we're good and zoom. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Alright. So what we're dealing with here is we have 2 14 by 18 racks. These just slide out just like this. And up here on the sides, you can actually adjust the height of these racks. And you saw how easy it was just to pull these out, and again they just slide right back in here just like that. It may look a little deceiving, it may look smaller than it really is. You can fit a ton of food on this guy, and you can pull this top one out if you've got a turkey or some massive butts going on in here, and you've obviously got plenty of room for ribs, spare ribs. Definitely you can do some big slabs of spare ribs in this. Let me pull this one out. Back there in the back, the probe, that's the pit probe that's talking to the controller up top. And then this is the wood box, and then directly below it is the heating element, the 750 watt heating element. So it just sits right there. You throw your wood in there, and that's it. And so pretty straightforward. You can see how thick those walls are there. Nice and thick. They're really heavy. This thing weighs about 80 pounds, 85 pounds. And you can just see the nice weld job all over it. One thing to note is the drip hole is down here in the bottom. And so what you do is you just take a little aluminum pan and you slide it up underneath here, so it actually, the drip pan just sits on the ground. That's not a really big deal to me. It'd be nice if they kind of had a built-in drip pan that you could slide out, but that's not a really big deal. One thing they do recommend, I've watched a couple demonstration videos, is they recommend to line the bottom for each cook, to line the bottom with aluminum foil and poke a hole where the drip hole's at, and then to also line the top of the firebox up here, just to kind of protect the heating element and everything. So what we're going to do next is get this thing prepped to be seasoned. Okay, so I noticed in that last little angle I was showing you, you couldn't actually see the drain hole. So here it is down here directly under the heating element. And then you just take your drip pan and just slide it right under. So that's how that works. As far as seasoning goes, you know, a stainless steel cooker like this, it's a good idea to season. You certainly don't have to. There's plenty of guys that just throw a butt in there and just let the fat from the butt do its work. I'm going to go ahead and season it. What I'm going to do is just take 3 small chunks of smoke wood and just throw it in the firebox and just toss it in there just like that. And then I've just got some cheapo spray vegetable oil that I'm just going to spray all up in the cooker. Alright, so I've got that nice and coated well. I'm going to put my little drip pan down below. We're going to go ahead and latch this up. Got to pull this little latch forward like this first. Come on. There we go. So that just comes down just like that, and then it comes back over and latches. Okay, so here's a shot from up top. This is actually the little vent hole up top where all your smoke's going to come out of. You definitely don't want these electrical smokers sitting out in the rain. If it was, you know, that's obviously not good for this control box up top, and you'll also be getting some rain straight down this vent hole up here. So I've got it plugged in. All you're going to do is just hit this on-off button to turn it on. And it starts off at 200, and I'm just going to run this thing. It increases by 5 degrees at a time. So I'm just going to put it up on 275, and the manual states that it takes anywhere between like 20 and 30 minutes to get good, and for the heating element to get good and hot and just really cranking. So what I'm going to do is let this cook for about 4 hours. I'll give you a quick shot here and just a little bit of the smoke pouring out, and when it's done, I'll wrap up with a couple closing comments. Alright guys, it has been about 4 hours on this little seasoning process, and the main thing I wanted to show you guys real quick before we wrap this video up is that this thing has been kicking just dead on at 275 this whole cook. And when I put my hand on the sides here, on every single side, it is barely even warm to the touch. I mean, I'd almost say like on certain sections of this, it's cool to the touch. And so, I mean, you can see I'm just holding my hand on this right here. And that's because of that fiberglass insulated wall that's on the inside. So I'm really amped on just how well insulated these are. You know, smoke has been coming out of this top vent right here, and it's just been sitting here riding. I'll go ahead and open this up real quick. Let you kind of see that on the inside real quick. So that vegetable oil with all the smoke wood has kind of formed a nice little seal on the side there. And I'm going to let this go for probably about another hour and just wrap up seasoning it, and that'll be it for this overview and intro to the Cookshack Smokette Elite. And I'm going to be cooking on this tomorrow, so definitely be looking for a video tomorrow on the first cook for this. So check these guys out. I'll put a link in the video description. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching this, and we'll see you again soon.